Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And we're continuing in the keep here in Enniskillen Castle. And you can see some of the photographs on the wall there of the soldiers of the Enniskillen regiments. And this here actually dates from about 1870. So it does. So we're going to go and have a wee look at the display here, and it's an excellent display. The first thing you see is this wee gun. So I don't know how that got like that, but there you are. And then that's the first regiments of Enniskillen men during the Williamite Wars in Ireland. You can see the Watergate there and the St George flag, which is still the badge of the regiments today, the Enniskillen regiments today. And you can also see more of the flags there, as you can see, of the Enniskillen regiments. And it says Gideon's colours and standards. Above you will see two Gideons of the 6th Enniskillen Dragoons, 1820, so they're from 1820. And then that other one, it says, the one on the stairwell is 1870. So there you are. And there's a defence of Enniskillen. In 1689, the Enniskillen men, undeterred by having fewer soldiers and inferior arms, drove off the approaching Jacobite armies of Lord Mountcashel, the Duke of Berwick and Patrick Sarsfield, a combined force of 12,000 soldiers. With daring raids and surprise attacks to prevent them encircling the town, they were aided by garrison outposts and volunteers from neighbouring countries. And of course the Enniskillen men have a great history. There's no doubt about it. They were certainly fearsome fighters. That's the Enniskillen regiments. There, you can pause that if you want to read them all. So you can, the original regiments. And there's King Billy at the Boyne. What's this one? Oh, that's the 1690 flag there. Enniskillen men at the Boyne, 1690. Oh, very good. So that's the regiment of the remnant of the flag carried by the Enniskillen men at the Battle of the Boyne. That is 1690. So there you are. That's a fragment of what's left of it. Fantastic. And this is the 1700s, serving overseas in the 1700s. As you can see, there's a wee action photo, or painting. You can see the uniforms. Try and show you that without the light shining on it. Look at the silverware. My goodness. Here's an interesting one here. This is Waterloo. Both Enniskillen regiments fought at Waterloo in 1815 when Wellington finally defeated Napoleon. The courage of Irish soldiers was never better displayed. So if you want to read that, you can pause it and you can have a read of that. I'll show you some of the photos of the paintings. That's 6 Dragoons at camp the night before the Battle of Waterloo. And that's 27th Enniskillens face Calvary. And who's this? Oh, that's Wellington. That's the man himself, and that's Napoleon Bonaparte. There you are. And who's this man here? That's Colonel Charles Thompson. Died 1840. what is that? 8, I think. There you are. That's the man there. There's a cannonball. So it says feel the weight of it. Oh, it's heavy enough. My goodness, it definitely is. You imagine that hitting you? And even that there shrapnel. Not as heavy, but it's heavy enough. Like, you wouldn't want that certainly hitting you. There's no way. And there's somebody injured, getting a wee drink of water. Probably at Waterloo. Yep, it is. The wee sign there says Waterloo. Waterloo, Belgium, 1815. It says Mrs McMullan, heavily pregnant, came up to the line to help her wounded husband Peter of the 27th Enniskillen Regiment. She was also wounded, and while in hospital gave birth to a daughter. My goodness. The baby was christened Frederica Waterloo McMullan. My goodness. And the Duke of York, Commander-in-Chief of the Army, became her godfather, giving assistance as Trooper Palmer of 6th Enniskillen Dragoons. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. Ha. And that's her husband. And she was pregnant and she still came to help her husband. My goodness. And you can see the sword. That's fantastic. There's a lot of men who would really need mentioned here, but because of the length of the video, I won't be able to mention them all. But certainly if you live near the area, you can come to the museum and you can have a look yourself, because it is a fantastic museum, there's no doubt about it. There's the spiked helmets. You see them in the movies. So you do. If you run out of ammunition, you could always charge somebody with that helmet on you. There's another one, that's a white one. So it is. There's a bagpiper. There's the drums, Enniskillen Fusiliers. And this gentleman here was a hero as well. So I'm going to read this out to you. It says here, Gallipoli, Turkey, 1915. Sergeant James Summers from Baltabat, County Cavan, was awarded the Victoria Cross for outstanding bravery in defending his trench from attack by Turkish soldiers. Then advancing under heavy fire and throwing grenades, he drove the enemy out of their trenches. So there you are, isn't that amazing? It says, how do these grenades work? Can you lift them? When you open them, that's how you do it. There's a lot more, man. I won't have time to mention them all, but if you want to pause the video there, you can have a look. And I'll read as well. There's a bell as well. I wonder you later ring the bell. Ring it gently. No, maybe not, in case I get 3 out. Well, here's it says a wee bit about it here. This chapel bell was picked up on a battlefield near Salonika or something like that it is. Salonika, I think it is. In the year 1915 by a battalion of the Royal Enniskillen Fusiliers. It was in all probability the property of the Greek Orthodox Church. There you are. Huh. It's got a cross on it, if you can see that. There's more men. Victoria Cross. Cross is awarded in the First World War. And I recorded in another wee video the monument to those men from Enniskillen and the area who actually were awarded the Victoria Cross. So there you are. There's the German helmet, I think that is, with the eagle on it. I've seen them on TV as well. There's one of the German guns too, I've seen them as well on TV. It says a shell there, my goodness. Great museum, this, there's no doubt about it. See, if you're into military history, you'll love this, so you will. There's a wee gun up there too. And that one there's the men at the song. So I assume that's the Enniskilleners. And there was a gun over here I want to show you. I actually forgot to show you, so I'll show you it now. Look at that one there. That's a British Vickers. So it is machine gun. That's some gun in it. And there's another gun there as well. Fantastic. There's that's Irish Unionist, that's Edward Carson. And this one here is Irish Nationalist. And that's John Redmond. So there you are. So we're going to wrap this wee video up.